Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I did not make a video yesterday. I went live in my Facebook group. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Today I'm going to do an eye look, and I found this awesome palette, and it is based off of water. So we're just going to, I have not done this before as usual. Um, and we're just going to see how it goes. I already have my face on, and I do have some putty eye primer on. This is e.l.f. I don't use it all the time, but my eyelids did seem a little oily this morning, so I threw some of that on. And then, as usual, I did my face. I have some bronzer and my contour, and then my brightening highlight. Lip and cheeks are not done yet because I'm not quite sure what colors I want to use. I'm thinking about mixing two of our pinks for the lip and cheeks. So first I am going to get started with the base shade, which it's just gonna, because this is like gonna be a glimmery look and everything. This is the palette that I'm gonna be using. This right here is London. This is Garland from our advent calendar, but Bayou. It's very close. This is Mama, one of our regular shades. Unicorn, the Miha, and then this is one of the lip and cheeks, which is Summer Love. So what I'm going to do to get started with is I'm just going to do a very light layer of the Mama across my lid, just to kind of start it out. So I'm just kind of taking one. This is not one of our Saint brushes. This is a different, it's an Eco Tools brush. And I just took some on one side of it, and I'm just going to do a very light of the Mama. And I'm just kind of putting a little bit, you can build. So I'm just building and tapping. Mama is a very pretty pink color that we have. And I also did some color correcting today. As you can see right here, that's finally healing. Um, and if you hear the TV, that is Golden Girls. I happen to love that show. So if you hear it, if you hear any TV, that's what it is. Hopefully my dogs will stay quiet during this. If not, y'all know it's dog mom life. And like I said, I'm just kind of blending. Put just a little bit more on. And just making sure that they are even. And that e.l.f. Eye Putty Primer works really good. If you happen to have some like oily eyelids, mine are not oily every day, but for some reason yesterday and today they've been like super oily. Alright, so we have Mama on. Now, what I'm going to do is dip into some of the London. And I am going to do that as a transition shade. So it's just going to go above my crease. And I'm just taking the fluffy end of the eyeshadow brush. I cleaned all of my brushes this morning before I started my makeup because, you know, clean brushes is better makeup application. It's good for keeping clogged pores, breakouts, that type of thing. So, anyways, and I'm just going to take very lightly, and I just kind of put it, y'all can see where I put it. It's not on the whole brush, it is just on one side. And I'm just gonna lightly and kind of go back and forth with it. And as I said, you can always add more. It's easier to add more than to take away. Alright, so I think that is good. I don't have a lot of eyelids to work with. Some people are very lucky and have a lot more space. Me, on the other hand, I don't have a lot of space to work with. So sometimes when you're doing these multicolored looks, it can get to be a little bit challenging. And I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. And like I said, I'm just going back and forth. Grab just a little bit more. And just going back and forth. Alright. And I'm just checking the mirror behind me, just to make sure that everything is looking even. We can always go back and touch up. And we have an exciting new product for Saint that is coming out. It is mind-blowing. It is totally going to change the makeup game. Cannot wait to share it with y'all. So, yes, and it will be released on January 28th, 26th. I'm not sure. I've seen two different dates. Because our birthday party for Saint is January 15th. So now I just wiped that off. Now I am going to take the Me Yeehaw Eehaw. Y'all know I have trouble pronouncing that. And I'm just going to take the pencil end. And I'm going to go into my crease. And then I still have some residue. So I'm just going to start on my crease with that little bit of residue that's left over. And then I'll add more. And I'm just, like I said, just going into my crease. And then we will blend everything together. And then I'm also going to do the outer corner as well with this color. So I hope everyone's having a great week so far. I'm still rocking the waves from Monday when I took out my French braided pigtails. Haven't even brushed my hair. I've kind of just finger combed it and just been rocking that. Now I'm just going to take the fluffy end and I'm just going to blend these colors kind of in together. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. And I'm just going back and forth. We did take one of our rescues, Georgia, to the vet yesterday because she's been having a bad limp. They've put her on medication for it. So yesterday I took her back and had them do some x-rays on her. And it turns out that she's got arthritis really bad in her right hip and in a little bit in her spine. So she's on a different medication. We're going to hope that works. And then I'm going to take the pointed end of the multitasker and go into the corner of my eye. Kind of help shape it some. And I'm just kind of going back and forth with it. And then just kind of grab the wrong brush. And I'm just kind of blending it forward some. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other eye. And here comes my husband just pulling up. Hopefully he won't make a whole bunch of noise when he comes in. I know my dogs are going to go crazy, so y'all just bear with me on that. And there they go. There they go. So yes, that's Dog Mom Life. That right there. Of course, they're going bat crazy. And I'm just taking this fluffy end again and just kind of blending it forward a little bit. Well, that wasn't so bad. Looks like I need a little bit more. Trying to get my arm situated. Let me wipe this off really quick. Like I said, I have not done this color before. Or these palettes, but I've used this color before, but just not the mixture of them. Okay, I think that looks a little bit more even. And then make sure I grab the right brush. And just blend. Okay, so now I'm going to drag that same color that we just put on the outer corner and in the crease a little bit underneath my eye. And I'm using the multitasker brush. And I'm just going down this way. And I'm just taking the residue. Have not dipped back into my palette yet. Grab just a tad. And looking pretty good so far. And just kind of blend that out some. And then I am going to get my brush cleaner really quick, because when you use like pinks and blacks and those deep colors, you want to clean your brush. Excuse me. Where did I stick my brush cleaner? Ah, here it is. So you want to clean your brushes just because it will stain. So, you know, as soon as possible, that's what you want to do. That way they can stay looking fresh and clean and gorgeous. So as you can see, super clean. Do the same thing with this one. And wipe it off. Hit the other end. Okay. Now we're going to go in for, and I'm going to try and concentrate on the middle part of my lid with this color right here. So, what I'm going to do is grab, I think I'm going to grab like a smudge end of a brush and just kind of go in and try and stay in the middle part. Let's try with these very pale, even though they look deep, they are a little bit pale when you put them on. So sometimes it helps just to use your finger instead of trying to use an brush. And I'm just trying to make that green sparkle a little bit deeper. Which typically I would put lip conditioner down if I'm using like one of these lighter sparkly shades. But since I did use the primer and then went over that with a shade, I did not want to put the Milk lip conditioner down. Okay. So now we're just going to go into the other eye. Try and stay in the middle. Like I said, I don't have a lot of eyelid to work with, like some fortunate souls, so some looks that I've seen that I would love to do, it's just a little bit more difficult for me. And like I said, I'm just going over and over in that like same spot, trying to keep it in the middle. Making sure they're kind of even. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is take the white unicorn and go on the insides and down a little bit. So for that, I think I'm going to use this again. We're going to try this and see how it works. And I'm just putting it in the middle, like right, not the middle, but right where your tear ducts are. And bringing it down some. Starting to come together really good. And same thing with the other eye. And you don't want to go all the way across with the unicorn. I am just going probably, I'd say, a little less than halfway down my eye with it. Just to where it kind of meets and blends in with the pink that is underneath. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fluffy end and go into the unicorn and just go up here at my brow bone. My eyebrows are not done yet. Obviously, which is good because they would be a hot mess right now. And like I said, I'm just going back and forth with this unicorn, kind of going into the London as well. Just blending it back and forth. Down on the sides just a little bit. All right, so very pretty. Very, very, very pretty. And I think what I may do is put, I need to put the brush down. But I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this London and kind of go at my lash line with it. Alright. And I just did a very, very, very small amount. And I'm going to grab my Beauty Perfector. Kind of fix this right here. Alright. So now, eyebrows, lip and cheek, and we will be done for the day. I know I'm going a little bit over, but I was trying to figure out what to do with these colors, and I know my hair's a rockin' hot mess right now. Let's see. I'm putting some dry shampoo in it, and yeah. I know if I go which I do, I've got to go grocery shopping, so it will go up into a bun. It's just, woo. Alright, anyway, so let's get these eyebrows done. And just going to and I'm just kind of prepping them and dipping into Trust and Kohl and just get those filled in. And there's that one. And the eyeshadows work really well. They work super well. Our contours also work well, which I may play around with using a contour. And there we go. Eyebrows on. That makes a huge difference when you've got your eyebrows on. And now, let me see. I'm just checking because it looks like it's just my contour, but I don't know. It was just driving me crazy for some reason. All right, mascara, lip and cheek. We're going to be done. Anybody that sits through these whole tutorials, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And a little bit. Oh, that was lovely. Mascara all over my finger. Okay. Sorry, blocking the camera. I know y'all don't want to see the funny faces when you're putting mascara on, and then when you're working with your phone, it just makes everything that much harder. All right. Now for the lip and cheek, and this is driving me crazy. Sorry, y'all. I gotta stop and throw my hair real quick. There. No, it's not the best, but it's... I just had to get it out of my face. Okay. Now, lip and cheek. So, this right here is Summer Love. It's a very, very pretty, pink. It's kind of like it's deeper than a ballet pink. But it's super pretty, and I think it'd go well with the eye look that I have going on. So I'm just going to take this end of our powder brush and just go in. And then I'm going to grab a blush and bronzer and just blend it out. And then we're going to repeat the process. Actually, I still have some on here. little bit more. And then blend it out. Just take my finger, go in. And there we go, y'all. This is the look today, the eye look. I'm gonna get up close so y'all can see. Based off of a palette called Water, All Saint products. And y'all have a wonderful day, and thank you for hanging out with me. And don't forget to click that little subscribe button at the bottom of the screen. Bye. I'll be seeing y'all later.